For Vatas to bring their mind into control, from an imbalance to a balance, what you need is more of forward folds. Pitta body, we give them more of cooling asanas. For Kapha, what we generally recommend is more movement. Hi, this is Yoga NU. I am Pooja Vasant. Vata are the people who are super creative, very energetic, but are also the ones who are anxious, who are the overthinkers. So what we are going to look at is a couple of asanas for these particular people. For Vatas to bring their mind into control, more of balancing postures, but mostly seated, because their minds are very shaky. They will not be able to control their mind if they don't control their bodies properly, right? So let us see the first asana that I would generally recommend for a Vata person, Vata imbalanced person, is Balasana. Let us just see how the Balasana looks. The Balasana can either be with knees together or knees as wide as the mat. The hands are stretched out as far wide as possible, as far away from you as possible, and your forehead comes to the mat. Take a few deep breaths here, just long inhales and long exhales. If you can, try to keep walking your hands forward so that your body feels the stretch and completely allows you to be grounded. When you release from the posture, you can either walk your hands back or drag your hands back, however you are comfortable with it. The second posture that I recommend for someone who is Vata predominance or has a Vata imbalance is something which is called the Paschimottanasana. The Paschimottanasana, I'll give you two variations. The first one is where you take your hands all the way up. You will inhale here, keep looking at a point ahead, and as you exhale, you will pull the belly in and take your hands as far possible away from you as possible. Your hands can be touching your toes or your feet. It depends completely on your flexibility. Or you can also have your hands around your big toes. You will keep looking at a point ahead of you. Most people tend to round their back and push their head down. I want you to keep looking at a point ahead of you. Make sure your chin is pointed towards your big toes and you will stay. Depending on your flexibility, again, if you think this is too much, you can't do it, you can even hold your ankles. Some people don't even have that flexibility, and I fully understand. So you can even hold just below your knees as well. Whatever is convenient for you, stay there, but try to push your chest forward and stay there as much as you can. Take long, deep breaths and slowly release. Your next asana is called the Virabhadrasana. The Virabhadrasana is the warrior postures. There are three. I would recommend maybe one or two for you. You can make a choice whether you want to or which one you are most comfortable with. I will start off with the Virabhadrasana 1, in which your feet is about 3 to 4 feet away from each other. The edge of your heel is aligned with the edge of the heel of your back foot. Your knee will gently bend. Make sure your knee and your ankle is in one line as you do this. From here, if you need to push the leg a few more inches behind, you may do that. You will shift your hips facing the wall in front of you. From here, you may either raise your hands as you dip down and stay there. Take long, deep breaths as you here. Keep pulling the belly in and stay. The second posture that you can do from here is just open up your hips to the wall, which is ahead of you here, and your hands are parallel. You look towards the fingers, which are pointed towards the front, and you will stay. You will try to bring your knee and your hip in one line and stay. Whenever you're done, slowly straighten up the knees, gently bend one knee, bring the other, and release. So once you practice these asanas or asanas more which are available, there are a lot of options available there to balance out your vata. Once you practice those asanas, see what it feels like to work with your prakriti to come back into balance and harmony in your own body, in your own mind. We are going to look into people who have a pitta predominance or a pitta imbalance and see how they can work with yoga to create a balance back in their bodies. Pitta people are super fiery, super energetic, but they are also the ones who have acidity issues, who have skin rashes because they are so fiery. When we work with a pitta body, we give them more of cooling asanas or cooling breath works, depending on how they feel at that point. Some of the asanas that we would recommend is the bridge pose, or even the Matsyendrasana, or even the seated twisted postures. Setu Bandhasana. In the Setu Bandhasana, you will lie down on your back. Once you are here, you will place your hands in a way that the fingertips touch the base of your heels. Your hands can be on either side. From here, all you would do is lift the hips up, squeeze the bum together, make sure there's some tension in between your thighs, and you will stay there. The chin goes into the chest and you will gently come down. You can hold this for about 5 to 10 seconds and then come down. Let it be slow postures, especially for someone who is pitta. It is better to have slow, steady movements versus going up and down really fast. The second posture I would recommend is called the Matsyendrasana. It's a slight heart opening asana. It is mostly called the fish pose as well. Let me just show you how that goes. So you lie down all the way back. Your feet will be together. Your hands will be on either side, but your hands actually go under your body. So you will turn gently, place your hands, one hand under, turn in the opposite direction and place your other hand as well. Once you are here, gently just raise your head and chest all the way up. Drop your head all the way behind. And the crown of the head comes on the mat. Just take long, deep breaths here because it allows for the expansion of the lungs, creating more oxygen in the body. Your toes can be pointed away from you or can be up facing towards the ceiling. And you will stay here for a few counts. It's also called a heart opening posture. When you start to feel relaxed, you can gently lift your head, tuck your chin into the chest, gently lie back, release both your hands, and slowly come back. The third posture that I generally recommend for a Pitta person is called the Ardha Matsyendrasana, or the seated spinal twist, or the half fish pose. I can give you 3 variations for it depending on your flexibility. You can extend both your legs. From there, you bend one knee. That knee faces towards the ceiling. If your left knee is bent, your left hand goes all the way behind. You will inhale here. You will take your right hand up. As you exhale, your right elbow locks into your left knee and you will twist and look towards the back. Take long, deep breaths. Make sure you're doing chest breathing and not belly breathing. This asana allows for detoxification of your entire digestive system and your body itself. When you're done, taking long deep breaths, slowly release come back to center. There are variations in this posture. You can also take your foot on the opposite side or outside of your, if it's your left leg, you take it on the outside of your right knee. Again, same. Left hand goes behind, right hand locks, twist. Another variation is your right foot bends. Again, left hand goes behind. Inhale here. As you exhale, right hand goes, right elbow locks into the left knee and you twist. Definitely make sure that you're only doing chest breathing and not belly breathing. And keep holding it here. When you are done, slowly release one hand, release the other, extend the legs. And so what we saw today was the asanas for the people who have Pitta imbalance or have a Pitta predominance. And so when you are in that zone, it becomes extremely important for you to come back into your balance and harmony. So choose asanas which bring back into harmony. Again, choose what your body needs versus what you want to do at that point. Today we are going to look into people who have a Kapha imbalance or are mostly a Kapha person or have a Kapha predominance. They are mostly the ones who are grounded, stable, there for you. You will see it in your side, in your community, in your friend circle. But they are also the ones who are the lazy ones or they are lethargic. They will probably, when you make a plan, they will be the first one to pull back. Alright? So how do we deal with these people? What are the kind of asanas that we can do to come or bring down this Kapha imbalance? Let's go into that. For a Kapha imbalanced person, the first posture that we can give as an example for you to practice is the Dhanurasana or the board pose. And this is how it looks like. You will lie down on your abdomen. You will gently tuck your knees. Your knees will be bent. Your forehead will be on the mat. You will hold one foot or the ankle from the outside on either side. From here, you can start to gently lifting your chin, chest and pushing your shoulders behind. And from there, allow for your hands to be pulled by lifting your thighs off or pushing your ankles towards the wall and stay. Remember, the pressure has to be on the abdomen, not on the pelvic bone. Stay there, take long deep breaths and stay. Whenever you're done, gently bring your head down and release. The other asana that we work with for a Kapha person is called the Navasana. The Navasana has various levels depending on your body, how you feel at that moment, at that point. Please use this Navasana. I'll show you a couple of variations, see what suits you, go as per that. You can build from the lowest to the highest, right? Let's go. So as you're seated here, gently bring your knees together. You can cross your legs. You can even place your hands under your thighs. Pull the belly in and gently just straighten up. You can point your toes to engage the toes. Keep looking at a point ahead and stay. You can uncross your legs. Again, straighten up the spine. Make sure your knees are together and your chest is as close to your thighs. Keep pulling the belly in and stay. This is level 1. From here, gently try to raise your toes. Try to bring your toes in line with your eyes. Again, you can hold under your thighs and stay. If this is where you can stop or you need to stop, stop here. Otherwise, going one level deeper, you can even extend one hand, the other hand, and stay. Try to keep your knees together. And slowly release. One of the asanas that we recommend for Kapha imbalance is called the Utkatasana. In the Utkatasana, it's a really, really powerful pose. It's called chair pose by a lot of people, but it's also, chair sounds very lazy as per traditional yoga. So they call it also the thunderbolt pose, which creates a lot more energy when you're actually listening to it that way. So the thunderbolt posture is like this. Your feet in traditional yoga is generally together, but modern yoga you can also keep your feet about hip width distance apart. From here you will pull your belly in, push the hip behind, make sure your knee and your ankle is in straight line. Gently just lift both your hands up. When you are here, remember the backbone has a tendency to arch. Pull the belly in, straighten up that backbone and stay there. A variation that you can use here is bring your hands in Namaste. You will inhale here. As you exhale, try to bring your right elbow to your left knee. Twist and hold. Make sure both the knees are in one line and stay. Same thing on the opposite side. You will inhale, come back to the center and do the same thing on the opposite side. Whenever you're done, slowly release and come back to center. Thank you for watching this with us. Hopefully you get a chance to catch hold of those Kapha people and make them do these asanas so they can energize their systems and come back to their own balance. Thank you.